If you're new to human design and you want to understand more about what it means to have sacral authority, then this video is for you. Hi guys, my name is Veronica. I'm a Meister coach and human design guide with over 15 years experience in helping women create their own version of success. So if you're interested in learning more about human design, then please subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so already and give it a thumbs up. This week we're talking about sacral authority. 70% of the population is made up of energetic types that have a defined sacral. These are the generators and the manifesting generators. I have videos on both of those energy types, so feel free to check them out after this video. Of that 70%, 35%, so half of those, will have sacral authority. The other half will have emotional authority. But even when you have emotional authority, that will take precedent when making decisions, your connection to your sacral will still remain really important in guiding you towards the things that are aligned for you. So if you're a generator or a manifesting generator watching this, think about it this way. If your emotional center is defined and you have emotional authority, this will be your president and your sacral will be your vice president. The president will get the final decision, but it will need to check in with the vice president to make sure that everything is working harmoniously. If your emotional center is not defined and you have sacral authority, which is what we're talking about today, then your sacral becomes the president. And this will be the energy center that you rely upon when making your decisions. I hope that makes sense. So the defining factor on your chart when you have sacral authority is that your sacral, which is this box in the middle of your chart, will be defined, or in other words, colored in. Now, before we go any further, just in case you're brand new to human design, let me explain what we mean when we talk about authority. One of the ways that human design can help you is that it can show you the way that you're designed to make decisions in the most aligned and effortless way for you. When you have sacral authority, that way for you is to trust your gut instincts. Often this is described as you having this feeling of when you feel like something is the right fit for you, when you feel like something is really aligned, when you feel like something really lights you up, or when you feel like something isn't meant for you, doesn't feel good, maybe it's not the right time, and it's just not the right decision for you. So because you have this built-in compass, it's really important for you to learn to recognize what that feels like. Different people have a different experience of how this manifests itself. For some people, this is like a physical feeling of when something is a yes, they get almost these butterflies and the stomach goes a little bit, and when it's a no, it's the opposite. They have this kind of shrinking feeling. For others, it could be a sound, it could be a voice that says yes or no. It could be a pulling sensation where you're being pulled towards something or you're being pushed away from it. So no one can tell you what this will feel like for you. You know, even the experts can't 100% tell you what it's like being in your body, what it's like being in your energy. So all we can do is provide you with the guidance and then encourage you to start observing what it's like to be you, what it's like to feel the sensation, where the sensation is, what it looks like, what it sounds like, what it feels like. If you have sacral authority, I would absolutely love to know what this feels like for you. I don't have sacral authority, I have splenic authority, and it took me a while to even recognize what that felt like. And if I'm honest, I'm still going through that journey of noticing where that intuition comes for me, what it feels like. I'm getting to know it, I'm getting to recognize it, and the more that you practice, the better and the quicker you get at noticing those sometimes subtle shifts that tell you when something is a yes and when something is a no. So maybe reflect right now, if you have sacral authority, what does that feel like for you? Can you relate to it at all? Are you someone that has a gut instinct, someone that goes with their gut? Maybe you've used that sentence in the past before without even realizing what it was that you were saying. If you have, in that moment, you were speaking to your authority without even knowing it. How crazy is that? And I've had so many clients have that experience where it's like, wow, oh my God, I've always said, oh, I follow my gut. And now it all makes so much sense. So getting to know your sacral response is extremely important. Because as a generator or manifesting generator, your sacral is where you access your life force, okay? This is where you get your energy, your abundant, beautiful, magnetic energy that allows you to pursue the things that bring you joy with so much passion, with so much grit, and with so much resilience. But when you're not using your gut, when you're not using your compass to tell you the right things. And when I say right, I don't mean right and wrong. I mean right for you, okay? Subjective, absolutely individualistic. What is right for you is not right for someone else, and vice versa. But your gut is there to tell you what is right and what is wrong for you. And when you don't listen to it, what happens is that you're actually blocking off your access to your sacral energy. This is why when I work with clients who are generators, who are manifesting generators, who in theory should have this abundance of energy, sometimes I get clients, I'm like, what are you talking about, Veronica? I feel depleted all the time. I feel bored. I feel lazy. I have no energy. And that is because they are blocking off their own access to this abundance, this well of life force energy that is available to them, but they currently can't access because they're not listening to their sacral, they're not trusting their gut instinct, and so they're forcing themselves to focus on activities, on people, on relationships, on tasks that are completely out of alignment for them, and that bring them no joy, and therefore creating more resistance and becoming more and more detached from their own sacral energy. So one of the most important things that you can do as someone who has sacral authority is to start to tune in with that inner compass, because it is designed to guide you towards where you're meant to be, towards the things that bring you joy, towards the things that make you happy, the things that bring excitement, bring energy. And as I've spoken about this before in my videos about the generator energy type, and also in the videos about the manifesting generator energy type, you guys are designed to follow the joy. You are designed to do what lights you up. That is your gift to the world. It's not selfish. That is how you contribute to the planet. Because when you follow your joy, when you engage in the things that light you up, in the things that excite you, in the things that make you happy, you generate more life force that we then all get access to as well. Your aura becomes magnetic. You attract more opportunities to you. And so do not underestimate the importance of learning to use and trust your authority. One of the biggest challenges that we have to overcome because of our conditioning is the belief that in order to make the right decision for you, you have to think things through. We have been living in a very logic-driven society, and I'm saying this as someone who has a very logic design, but I have splenic authority, so my brain wants me to think things through, to make pros and cons lists and to do my research. But actually, I'm designed to be spontaneous and to instinctively know what the right decision for me is. But I'm having to train that muscle because my authority will come in and tell me exactly what I need to know. But then if I don't trust it, my brain will kick in and will start to tell me what I should be doing, and what my mum thinks I should be doing, and what my husband might think I should be doing, or what I think they think I should be doing. And that's when we go into the realms of conditioning and having to let go of those old beliefs, old narratives. So it's really, I cannot stress this enough, I'm getting really passionate about it, but it's really important for you to learn to first and foremost recognize your sacral authority. So how can you start using it? How can you start using your authority in order to start making wiser and better decisions for you? Number one, like I said, you need to learn to recognize what that feels like for you. When you know something is right for you, where do you feel it? How do you know? Without going into the rationalization of why a decision is right or wrong, if you stay with the feeling of rightness or wrongness, what is happening in your body? Where do you feel it? So start observing your behavior. Start observing how you currently make decisions without having to change the way that you make decisions right now. Just start paying attention to what it feels like when you do. Another brilliant thing that you can do is to look back at the choices that you've made in your life so far. When you reflect back, what are the choices that brought you a lot of joy, and how did you make those choices? And what are the choices that brought you frustration and that brought you further away from the person you want to be and from the life you want to live? And how did you make those choices? And you might find that you'll very quickly start to notice a pattern of when you've made decisions that serve you and when you've made decisions that serve others, and where those decisions came from. Then what you want to do is start looking forwards. Okay, so first of all, you observe. That's one way of starting to practice your connection to your authority. Number two, you want to look at the past, right? Because it provides you some information, evidence of what's already happened and how it made you feel. And then you want to look to the future. So start to experiment with trusting your gut. I often set this exercise for the clients that I have readings with, and I say, okay, cool. So now we know you've got Sacral Authority. I want you to start spending a whole day, like block it out if you need to, take the day out if you need to, but spend the whole day only doing things based on what your gut tells you. From the moment you wake up to the moment you go to sleep, run your entire day through your Sacral Authority and see where it takes you and see how you feel by the end of it. When you do things that truly light you up and that you truly enjoy, notice the difference in your body, notice the difference in your heart, notice the difference in your life. And as you start to get to know your authority and as you start to build that muscle, you can start to use it for bigger and bigger decisions, for more important life choices. And honestly, the biggest challenge is always the letting go of the conditioning that tells you that it's not a wise way to make decisions to trust your gut, right? Because often your conditioning or the conditioning of those around you will want to lead you to believe that the right way for you to make decisions is, like I said earlier, to think things through and to be objective and to use logic and to get opinions and to do research and to get advice and so on and so forth. And so we need to counteract that by building that internal muscle. Okay guys, I hope that was helpful, and I hope that if you do have Sacral Authority, I've given you some information to think about and some steps that you can start to take in order for you to get to know your authority a lot better and to start using it in everyday life. If you have any questions, as always, please leave them in the comment section below. And if you're looking for any support, if you're looking to have a human design reading, if you're looking for a coach or for some guidance, I do encourage you to check out my website where you can find all the information about the services that I offer. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to this channel and give it a thumbs up, because it makes me so happy when I see you guys engaging with the content and finding it helpful. And I hope to see you here next week. Bye!